Hello viewers, today we'll be playing A Step Between Stars. You may be wondering why I haven't put any Skyrim up, since that seems to be the largest thing I do. Well, I got a little lazy and didn't really have the motivation to process the videos, plus to take a while to upload. So there you go, we're going to do this instead. Let's go! Oh, before we do go, please note that I am not exactly top of the line equipped. Especially not for my ship. So this will be interesting. Yikes. What's with these? Cryptic, could you fix that? It fixes itself, but it's still kind of a mess. To the logistics officer. Everyone's being briefed somewhere else. I'll just do this. Ag.
You're just in time. Please follow me to Subcommander Cole.
Okay. Fine. Lead on, McDuff. Hurry, Arrow. You're walking faster than I am. View. Let's see. Subcommander Cole is over here. Wow. Oof. Ah. It was horrible.
Thank you for reporting so promptly. Here is the situation. A Voth scientist has requested asylum, bringing with him information vital to our understanding of the sphere. We now know why it generates vast amounts of omega particles. It is designed to use those particles as fuel to jump to any area of space. There is a space station that controls the jumps in close orbit of the sphere's star.
Oh, this sounds bad. Please go on.
Admiral Tuvok from Starfleet was selected to lead a small team to the station to try to disable it. With him is Dr. Eric Cooper, a scientist who has been studying Dyson and Iconian technology. Something's gone wrong. 2 hours ago, we received a distress signal from Tuvok. Please use the console to download the signal. Afterward, I'd like to hear your opinion of the situation.
Okay, so I have to find the console. Who knows where that console is? Who knows? Why does this thing keep cutting out on me? It's like, what is wrong with this? Stupid noise gate, I'm better off without it, I suppose. Listen to...
Joint Command, please respond. This is Tuvok. Sensors have detected a large Voth fleet moving toward the station. They have discovered us, and we have yet to complete our work. Communications with our ship are down. Contact with them indicates they were having technical difficulties and may be forced to retreat to a safer location. I will be unable to stop a Voth advance without assistance.
Right, so that's a signal. Give me a moment, folks. I'm gonna see if there's something wrong with my mic. I don't think it's the mic. I think it's something else that's making it cut out with my voice. I'm gonna lower the sensitivity threshold. Yeah, I think that should not do the trick. Now that will just mean it's always open. We don't want that.
The attack on the Voth fleet will commence shortly. Captains, please return to your ships.
Lag spikes, I hate them.
Tuvok and Cooper are stranded with an entire Voth fleet bearing down on them. I need you to fly to the station, rescue our team, and finish the mission. Our fleet will engage the Voth to help keep them distracted. But to avoid detection, you'll need to fly roughly 100 kilometers above the surface of the star.
I'd rather use my cloak, thanks.
The Voth are actively scanning for ships approaching the station. They can detect our cloaked ships, which is another issue we're trying to solve. This is our best option. The star's magnetic field will make it impossible for most sensors to pick up your ship. With luck, your ship will not have to fly close to the star's surface for very long.
Okay then, what do we do now? I don't like the idea, but fine.
Speak with the logistics officer assigned to brief your crew on the situation. With your permission, we can help your engineers set up a temporary modulation for your shield frequencies that should allow your ship to travel that close to the sun safely.
Fine, I'll go talk to your power walking logistics witch.
Greetings. Our engineers are working with your crew now to create a temporary modulation program that will help your shields protect your ship from the heat and radiation you will encounter on your way to the sun station.
Robotic!
Your ship should be able to safely make the trip, but it won't be able to remain in orbit of the station.
So, where do we go after I get on board?
We will need every available ship to fight the Voth. It would be best if your ship joined the fleet once you are aboard the station. Your goals on the station are to find Admiral Tuvok, assist him to shut down the sphere's jump capabilities, and then retreat before the Voth fleet arrives. Do you have any questions?
Fine. Apparently, I don't have questions. Let's go. Ooh, pew-pews. Approaching the surface of the star. Modifications are holding off the worst of it, but they're not going to take hold for long. Already losing subsystems to the radiation and heat. Navigation and engines are still working for the moment via emergency backups. But the longer we stay, the more subsystems we lose. It's only a matter of time before something critical gets knocked out. Ah! See what I mean? No. Down. There we go. No. You know what? Forget it. This is not going to work. I'm just going to disable the threshold. Unfortunately. So, So we're approaching the surface of the star. The modifications are working for the moment, but they're not going to work forever. We can keep flying because of emergency backups, but the longer we stay, the more subsystems we will lose. It's only a matter of time before we lose something important. I already knew that was a bad idea. Best possible speed, so I'm going to pop that. I'm going to show you guys. I've done this a couple times, so I'm going to show you what happens when you get too close. It should be obvious, though. Yeah, see, there it goes. Start taking serious amounts of pain. See, that's critical damage snapping its way in. I already had to pop that, so. If I drop that. Hail Tuvok. Can't establish communications with the station. The solar flares are interfering. We will have to repair the inhibitors before we can contact. Realign. Try not to hit it. Just lost turbolifts. Okay, so now people are stuck in the elevator shafts. Next one. Realign. Replicators. Well, break up the MREs. We're having tasteless protein bricks for dinner. It's just next to a solar flare. And there we go. Oh, so now we're trapped. We can't warp out. Whoop-de-doo, you can't warp out in front of a sun anyway. The field would be messy. Realign. Hail!
Your arrival is timely. The Voth are already on the station. I am with Dr. Cooper, but many of the other members of our team have been killed. Any assistance you can render would be useful. I recommend that you speak to your crew before transport. Your vessel will not be able to remain in range for long.
Okay, fine. Orders, blah blah blah, support the fleet. Yeah, because they were told to support the fleet once I get over there anyway. And I basically just repeated what they were told earlier. Let's go. Pardon me.
Greetings. I am Admiral Tuvok. The man behind the crates is Dr. Eric Cooper, the Federation Science Council's expert on Dyson technology.
Yes. Hello.
A robotic
Dr.
turn.
Cooper.
Allow me to brief you on the situation, so we may determine the best plan of action. Main power is offline. I am not sure what caused this disruption, but the event was fortunate. The darkness is a distinct tactical advantage. There are manual overrides in each room. I have temporarily disabled the one between us and the Voth. Unfortunately, the Dyson's captain did not survive the Voth's initial assault.
Dang. What can you tell me about the station then?
There are 2 generator rooms that control much of the station's operations. The generator room to the south controls the power. The control room to the west, where the Voth are, maintains the station's jump capabilities. It is imperative we reach the west control room and disable it before the Voth jump this sphere back to their space. The release of the Omega particles needed for this reaction would be catastrophic.
So how many of Voth are between us and the control room?
More than the 2 of us can safely engage. Defeat would be certain. However, if we restore main power, we can use the station's automated defenses to even the odds, if we can avoid being targeted by them ourselves. I understand you have extensive combat experience. Do you have any suggestions?
Make our way to the generator room.
We're moving away from the Voth, right?
You're an idiot. I don't like idiots. Let's see what I've got for kids. I'm gonna equipment technician. No, I don't have anything really.
Sensors are detecting a Voth battle mech ahead. I recommend we perform a more detailed scan to ensure it is deactivated.
Just to note, because I have said I've done this a few times, and this is just a walkthrough for some of you. Each faction has their own path of going through this. It's all generally the same except for some minor detail differences. For example, Feddies may get to do one thing, and skip this Voth mech entirely on their first run through. And there are multiple options for going around. But, oh, that can't look good. And, any other time you play through it again, you may end up having to deal with the mech. It's a slightly different path each time.
The pilot of this
At least that's what it's intended to be.
In the fighting. However, we do not know what else we will find on this station. We must move forward. The trapped Voth will be attempting to circumvent my modifications. What do you suggest?
Now, I'm gonna do this because it's hilarious.
You're giving me a phaser?
Yep. You don't need it, though. You're a wimp. In any event, there are multiple options to pick. They ultimately do not change the flow of the plot. It all ends the same. But they're funny to go through, and some of them might even help you get certain get an accolade or two.
Voth! Oh, sorry. I thought I saw something.
Remain calm, Doctor.
You really, really are a wuss. While I'm here, I'm gonna check this. Fatal. Automated defenses. And there's the Dyson's captain.
The defenses in here can be quite lethal.
Apparently.
It was awful. The sounds, the blood. Ugh.
You're squeamish too, aren't you? Could mess with his mind and temporarily remove those little fear reactions. But unfortunately, it would probably hurt him a lot.
I will stand watch while you and the doctor examine the generator.
If I understand this correctly, we can restore main power activating consoles that match the symbol up here.
Puzzle.
After the first one is activated, we'll only have 20 seconds to activate the other two. If we don't, the system will
Most of
defend
these things look
itself.
like
Also,
LCARs.
activating the wrong consoles will trigger the system's defenses. Be careful.
Give me a second, I need to make this the primary mission. There we go. There you are.
That looks right. That looks right.
And then there's this one.
That did it. The final console is unlocked.
And that. Yeah. And as you see, reactivating the station power has led to bad things. Now then, I've looked at the ship stats already, but I will review them again. And I will tell you that that they are planning a C-Store release of the ships featured in this episode. But the C-Store version does not come with the warp core or the secondary deflector. So, if you want those, you have to take and grind out the mission.
This does not bode well.
And because otherwise you're not going to get the set bonuses with them.
By restoring main power, we have released the locks, preventing the Voth from reaching our location. They will already be on the move. We will require Cooper's assistance to subvert the automated defenses for our own use. The Doctor is an expert in the technology found on the sphere. This is well within his capabilities.
Yeah, I'll go talk to the wimpy, squeamish guy.
What are we going to do? The Voth will be here any second. And I don't think they're in the mood to take prisoners. Please, you have to get me out of here. I'm not like you and Tuvok. I'm much too important to die here.
Yeah, this is part of the fun of being KDF aligned. Shut up and help us or I'll shoot you myself.
My help? What could I do? Don't ask me to use a phaser again. Because I won't. I refuse. I just want to go back to my lab. I was never meant for field work.
Notice that reaction is not quite what I expected for telling him to shut up and help or he will be shot. So I'm just going to call him an idiot because he is acting like one.
Don't yell at me. I thought the Republic was supposed to have the nice Romulans. You're trained to think under fire. I'm not. I just want to go home and think things over without being under threat from dinosaurs and captains. It's up to you. I just can't.
Start thinking of how we can survive this or none of us are going to get out of here alive.
Then I guess we'll all just die.
Oh.
If the Voth don't get us, then the station's defenses will. But if the defenses aren't active here... Wait! I think I know what to do. Just give me a moment.
I now really want to punch him.
I think if I try this...
Dr. Cooper, we require a solution.
I'm working on it. Vulcans. If I can just try that... Yes, I have it. I've done something. I'm not ready for what's being thrown at me here. Maybe I could activate the beams or something else?
Allow me, Doctor. Fascinating. With this exposed, I can manually activate the defenses in the next room. However, there is another possibility.
Oh, really? Let's see. What are our options?
Instead of activating the defenses to assist you, I can reroute the power to attempt to send a message to our stranded ship. It may not help, but we have been out of contact for hours. Your options are activating the defense beams, activating swarmers, or using none of them.
What are our odds?
Slim enough that I cannot recommend it. However, if you choose to do so, I will support you.
Beam defenses?
I can activate beams of energy that will shoot down in set periods of time. I do not have any further control than that. But you could lure some of the Voth into the beams. The beams are quite deadly, so I would advise keeping your distance. This would be our easiest option against the Voth, but if we are not careful, we could be caught in the beams. Would you prefer I activate the beams?
What about the swarmers?
I can alter the programming of the security swarmers that normally patrol this area. They will attack the Voth, but they also will attack us if there are no other targets. The swarmers will provide a distraction for us, but they could also be a liability. Do you want me to activate the swarmers?
No. Okay, this is one of those choices I mentioned. They do different things. I won't tell you what they are because that's spoiling. But I will take and do this because, well, I'm feeling a little bit reckless. This would be something I would do if I was playing in my Klingon character, and I'm a Romulan. I should be thinking about tactics. So, this.
Slim enough that I can...
I'll wait here. You go on ahead.
Alright. Energy harness armor. don't give me enough. You know, it kind of sucks that we told him to take and find a way out of give us options to get out of this, and we're not going to use them. I'll put this over here. I can see the dots already. Let me see what I got in duty officer slots. Active ground. Okay, I apparently don't have a lot. Yeah. My options are super limited. Now we're getting close. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this there. Control there. And fire. It's already dead.
More Voth inbound. Prepare yourself.
Interesting way to put it. That'll help.
Voth commanders are approaching. We should move forward. Be on your guard.
Unstoppable Captain. Huh. You're still at full health. Your shields took a bit of a beating, but you're okay. Uh-oh. You're gonna need backup.
A Voth soldier is activating the battlesuit.
Alright. This way. Whoa!
That was an explosion of sufficient magnitude to cause a breach. Doctor, what is your status?
I'm fine. The Voth can't get in.
I've disabled camera shake, so...
You may want to put a shield up around the next door before you open it.
Are you sure? Why? Like I don't know. But... this is why.
It would appear all that is between us and our goal is the vacuum of space. My modifications successfully locked the Voth out of this area. However, there was an armed Voth battlesuit in the corridor. The station's automated swarmers attacked, and this is the result.
Okay, let's try to contact your ship again.
No response. According to my readings, there is no method of direct access. Unless your ship is within range, we are stranded.
No. My crew is with the fleet. Let's wait for your, wimp friend.
I'm here. Wait.
Doctor, we require a way to access the other areas of the station. Your thoughts?
I have an idea, but you may not like it. Those EV suits over there. They have maneuvering jets that we could use on the outside of the station. I've looked them over, and they should be able to withstand the heat of the sun.
Should.
Well, nothing will withstand that much heat and radiation for long. The suits appear to be designed for use in the shadow of the station. But, technically, they can keep us safe. For a little while.
They will have to suffice. We have no other logical option.
And here we go, the guy that hates bright lights, that has to go into bright lights. Good thing about this is that they're automatically equipped.
Doctor, are you going to prepare your suit?
Me? Of course not. It's far too risky for me to go out there.
We will need to convince Cooper to overcome his fear and help us complete our mission.
Alright. Time to play good Riemann, bad Riemann.
Do you really need me out there? Internal comms are still active. I could just tell you what you have to do. I really can't stand any more stress. I have no idea why Admiral Tuvok chose me for this project. I'm not trained for field work. If I get home alive, I'm writing a letter to the Federation Science Council. I'll file a formal complaint.
There's gotta be another reason. See, you... maybe... I'm a bit of a telepath. I've been picking up some hints from your behavior. Like, the fact that the automated defenses are as lethal to us as to them. You couldn't take and tell them to ignore us. That's a good clue. Are you trying to sabotage us, maybe?
Sabotage you? What do you mean? It's true the suits will work. Why would I lie to you?
You might not be who you say you are.
Why would you think that? Fine. I'll show you I'm telling the truth. I'll put on a suit and go with you.
Okay, fine. Do it. I'm already in mine, at least. Let's get a look at mine. Why is mine blue? It is purple. 2 purples and a blue.
I can do this. I can do this. I can do this.
And another
Calm yourself, Doctor.
accolade.
Conserve
Ooh.
your oxygen.
Accolade complete.
There is a large piece of debris blocking the station's entrance. There is a large amount of debris blocking the entrance. It will be impossible for us to move it without assistance. I can scan the area for anything that may be of use.
Good.
There are 2 objects of interest. The first is the remains of a Voth battlesuit. There is a mortar payload within it that we can place onto the debris. The second is the remains of a swarmer, specifically a miniaturized communications device. We could use it to detonate the mortar remotely.
Yep. Alright then, I'll go get the payload and you just do your whatever. Okay, it's over there. That thing should look a lot more damaged than it does. Recover. Yeah, that thing should be missing its foot or something. Dare not take it off. Vaporized immediately. I'm tempted to do it anyway. Set charge.
I suggest flying a safe distance before activating the charges.
And boosh. I can smell cigarette smoke from here. Ugh, I hate that stuff. Shouldn't be illegal, but
The door is sealed. Any ideas, Doctor?
There should be a manual release for the locks above us.
I will establish a shield.
now we begin the next fun part. By the way, if a little earlier when I used that orbital strike, the mechanics are, well, whoa, what was that? The mechanics are iffy, because you shouldn't be able to do that on a station or a ship without blowing a hole in its hull and killing you and everyone near you. Unless of course they're Borg. Borg can survive a vacuum. You can't.
The doors are open. Dr. Cooper and I will wait for you inside.
It's a lot harder flying this thing than it looks. And
These suits are fried.
fly!
I doubt they'll be much use anymore.
Thump. I don't know why it says I was in red alert, but whatever.
Something has closed the doors. Most unsettling.
Yeah, I sense
I think
danger.
the station's defenses are activating.
So do I.
Enemy target on sensor.
This is easy now, isn't it? See, a couple of them might come in and then the rest will just go blar.
We should move forward before more defenses activate.
See, this would be the hard path. This is unfortunately the easy path.
this room. The security protocols shut us out when we first arrived.
Yeah, and look at all
Prepare
those
yourself.
holes.
We
Same
must
thing.
defend Dr. Cooper.
You're gonna need that.
I need you to activate a console while I work on this.
Alright, activated.
Excellent. I can keep moving forward over here. I need you to activate a console while I work on this. Perfect. I'm almost
Okay.
done.
And out
We're
this way we
through.
go.
We must power down the room's shielding to access the control
Yay.
panels. The doctor and I will continue our work while you disable the lower panels.
Since when does that disrupt the fire or the phaser beam? Oop. And that's 3.
Good work. Reactivate the shields and we can complete our mission.
And shields reactivated.
The honor of deactivating the station is yours.
And going over here.
There we go. The deactivation program is moving nicely.
Doctor, I'm detecting something curious. Energy levels in the gateway in front of us are rising at an exponential rate. It appears to be activating.
What?
He did
Let
that.
me check. Oh,
I think.
this is not good.
Yeah,
The
by
gateway is
accident.
designed to be an escape hatch in the event this station goes offline. We cannot deactivate the jump protocols without activating the gateway as well.
Is there any way to override the protocols?
None that I can see. If we want to stop the jump, we have to activate that gate.
It seems we have little choice. Your thoughts?
You I don't like.
As Tuvok said, we have no choice. If we want to stop this sphere from moving, we need to activate the gateway. Our time here is limited. The Voth will return in force. We have to do this now. There is no other option.
Says you. I don't like the risk though.
I know you have a past with the Iconian gateways, but our options are limited. The choice is logical. If the Voth jump the sphere to an area near their homeworld, billions of Omega particles will be expended. With the degradation of the sphere's systems caused by centuries of disuse, there is an 86.8% chance that the expenditure will cause an Omega detonation, destroying subspace across a vast region of the Delta Quadrant. The alternative is opening a single gateway. That is far less of a risk.
So the Borg get more or less neutralized in the Delta Quadrant because they can't use warp. Although they do have their transwarp network that might get disrupted a little bit. The Undine, on the other hand, could just pop out of fluidic space wherever the heck they want and take advantage of the situation. Fine.
I'm so sorry. I wish I could have found a better way. I failed you both.
Do not dwell on this. If there was another option, we would have found it. One moment. We are being hailed. Tuvok here.
Chief Engineer Tarkaram of the Dyson here, Admiral.
I don't like
Acknowledged,
his voice.
Chief. Are all of your systems restored?
The opening of the gateway cleared up the ambient distortion disruptions. Do you need transport?
Yes, I want to get off this station now.
We are ready to depart. Chief, do you have a lock?
Ooh.
Admiral Tuvok, come in!
Dyson, 3 to beam up.
We can't get a lock. You need to get out of the hot zone. Move!
Nope. Our only option out is this way.
We're going to die. We're going to die.
Shut up. You annoying little man.
We have a lock on you, sir. Just give the word.
I don't like your face, but get us out. I wonder what was with that helmet. Made him look like a Romulan Centurion from the original series. Silly little helmet. Now,
Good
see,
to
we
have
got
you on
a
board, sir.
Romulan
I'm Chief
variant.
Engineer Tarkaram. The fleet and your ship are still engaged with the Voth, but several Voth ships are making their way towards the gateway. One of their dreadnoughts has already passed through. As the only available ship, we have orders to stop the other Voth from entering the gateway.
Alright, understood. Let's see what we can do. First off, 12 plasmas, accuracy times 2. Accuracy times 2. Ah, shit, this ought to be fun. And this is dual heavy proton. 1 accuracy mod, so it's kind of crap. It's okay, but it's crappy. Starship, structural integrity, power insulators, particle generator. Photonic. Wait, photonic what? Oh, never mind. Cyclical shield conduits, structural integrity leeches, advanced metaphasic shielding, resilient shields. Singularity core. Cute. Wait, was that improved singularity shielding? Oh, cute. Interesting. Consoles. This one gives you protonic shielding, which comes with set bonuses like energy lattice, for proton energy matrix, and selenase synergy. Universal inversion projector. That's this thing. Destabilized. No, wait, no, it's not. That's this thing. And that's this console here. Is that there? Okay, I've matched it up. I'm in science mode presently. Yeah, just balance things out. Lock and load. we switch to tactical mode. Oh, those fold out. Awesome. Do I have a gravity well? Stations are... I can't tell. So let's... yeah, I do. It's not equipped. For now, I'm just gonna ditch that. Put that there. That there. Don't need that either. These. There. There. You go. There. You over here. That, this, that, and the other thing. Alright, now I've got room for these. Alright, let's do it.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed. Target's shields have failed.
Did you just return something?
Target's shields have failed. Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Come on, you. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Target's shields have failed.
And we keep you from doing that. And I pop this because we need shield heal.
There are no more Voth in the vicinity, but one dreadnought did go through the gateway. If my readings are correct, it is passing into another Dyson sphere. This one deeper in the Delta Quadrant. If the Voth are allowed to enter another sphere, they will try to claim it, as they have fought to claim this one.
Okay, let's go chase him down.
Navigational readings indicate we are in the Delta Quadrant. However, we are inside a Dyson sphere, and there are no known structures of this type in this region. I'm detecting the presence of a Starfleet vessel, the USS Gold. That ship disappeared on a survey of the Janolan Dyson sphere at the precise instant the Iconian Gateway network was reset to save New Romulus.
So, what's this now?
This sphere was discovered by the crew of the USS Janolan in 2294. The USS Enterprise D rescued Montgomery Scott, a survivor of the Janolan 75 years later. However, it now appears that the Janolan sphere had the same jump capabilities as the Solanae, and moved to this location with the gold inside.
Interesting, so... what about that ship you found?
I am detecting disabled systems on the gold, but there is no weapons damage. Also, sensors indicate that the Voth Dreadnought has its weapons armed, but has not fired.
Not good.
What do you suggest?
Well, we can only hail the gold. The Romulan one actually looks pretty good. I like it.
Thank the prophets. I knew someone would find us. We were on a routine survey in the Janolan Dyson sphere when something happened. Systems that have been dormant for centuries activated. The energy readings were off the scale. Then a flash and...
Well, we're here now, so chill.
I don't want any trouble. I'm on a mission of exploration. Let me tell you how we got here, and maybe that will convince you. We were on a routine survey in the Janolan Dyson sphere when something happened. Systems that have been dormant for centuries activated. The energy readings were off the scale. Then a flash and...
You're repeating yourself.
My nav computer claims we're in the Delta Quadrant. If that's right, this entire Dyson sphere somehow moved itself more than 50,000 light years from its previous position. Since then, we've been stuck. I would have taken Voyager's path back home if we could get out of the sphere. The doors were locked tight, and the gateway powered down as soon as we arrived.
Shh. Power down. Oh, the sphere didn't move, but we can get you home.
Glad to have the help. Supplies are running low. But what was that ship that just passed us? Shares some signs of Voth tech, but our databanks don't have anything like that.
Yada yada yada. Solar Night Dyson Sphere, blah 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 blah. Iconian Gate Network, blah 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 blah. Voth. And so on and so on and so forth. There you go.
Another Dyson sphere? It's taken us 40 years to study this one, and we're not even close to understanding it. And if that ship was Voth, it would explain why they ignored our hails. They came in with their weapons armed and then simply stopped. Didn't see us as a threat. The ship set course for the sealed door and is just sitting there. They're ignoring us. I promised my crew we'd get home. If you could send over a team with some spare components, I can get this ship ready to travel.
Alright. Have some.
I have extensive experience with the Voth. While they are arrogant, it is not like them to completely ignore a potential threat. It may be that they sense a greater danger. I suggest we approach and attempt to hail them. Voyager found that some Voth were open to negotiation. We should make every attempt to find a peaceful solution.
Okay, fine. Let's see what they want. Meanwhile, I'm going to try to open this drive. There we go. this. Alright, people. She's gonna want to watch news. I've got a feeling. That what I put in my drive is going to try to want to launch. Alright, hail Voth.
Warning, ship is under attack.
That did not go well. Engine, shields, and weapons are down.
The Voth are moving towards the door.
Tuvok?
Your query will have to wait, Doctor. Shields are down and we...
You're not.
Okay, fine.
You're not Cooper.
The weak shall perish.
See, told him he was an imposter. He wouldn't admit
Captain,
it.
the Undine outside of the
It was
sphere
smart
are
not to.
powering weapons. The mammalian ship is still disabled.
Arm all weapons. We will destroy the creatures and then return for the mammals.
Ouch. One shot, one kill.
I am unharmed, but we are in danger. We are deep within the Delta Quadrant, right where Cooper wanted us.
Did I just twitch?
We do not know how long this infiltrator has
Another twitch.
impersonated Cooper, or the extent of what he has
Flicker,
done.
flicker, 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 flicker.
However, I am quite familiar with the tactics of Species 8472. We will repel the Undine, and survive to warn the Alpha Quadrant of the renewed threat.
Finally,
And
a
here we
worthy
go.
adversary for my new ship.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
Do you feel angry, Tuvok? Frustrated? You were so easy to manipulate.
I do not get angry. I rectify my mistakes.
Target shields have failed.
Nice shot. Pretty much.
Target shields have failed. Hull integrity below 75%.
This is one long battle, if you ask me. And you didn't.
More ships on approach. This vessel cannot defeat them alone.
This ship can take it.
Can it now?
I have experience with the Undine. You do not. They are extremely dangerous.
Okay, so we got...
The
cruiser,
Lisette is
cruiser,
here to
cruiser.
provide any assistance you require.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shields
Attack pattern Nero! Pop that. And that.
Target's shields have failed. Hull integrity below 75%.
And pop that heal. Things just get worse, don't they? See if we can't weaken your shields again. Pop another attack pattern Nero. Wish they'd stop hitting me with that. Up to this. They're getting a little forgetful.
You're a failed Tuvok. The Alpha Quadrant will burn because of you.
Many have tried.
Target's
All
shields
have failed.
Hull integrity below 75%.
Need to get my shields back in order.
3 Undine battleships inbound.
3 battleships? That may be a problem.
Ow.
We hold here. None of the Undine get through.
Okay. Come on.
Looks like you can use a hand.
Target's shields have failed. Rear shield failed.
Okay, I want to use singularity jump. Okay, absorption.
Hull integrity below 75%. Target's shields have failed.
Is
that
that all
all
of
of
the Undine?
It is not over yet, Captain. 2 Undine dreadnoughts are approaching.
Indeed.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Let's try these advanced medicated shields out. Man, cool. Alright, now we got a problem. Turn, 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 fly away. Come back to fight another angle. Try to shield strip again. And that should pop that one. And the explosion should take out the remaining one.
You only delay the inevitable.
Yes, we do.
Good to see you. We would have arrived sooner, but there was a Voth fleet in the way.
But yeah, please do continue.
Congratulations on a successful mission. Now the Romulan Republic will take over. We'll set up a command center for further operations. I'm sure Command will contact you when your presence is needed.
Aren't we supposed to be allies? What gives you the authority to take control of this?
Neither the Republic nor the Klingon Empire has any authority in this sphere. This sphere was discovered by the crew of the USS Janolan, a Starfleet vessel. It was mapped by the USS Enterprise D, a Starfleet vessel. Since then, it has been studied and claimed by the United Federation of Planets. We will be the ones who determine what happens here. No one else.
And what gives you the authority to claim something that you haven't made yourself?
We've worked with the Alliance and the Solanae sphere because that was the best option. But this sphere, no matter its location, has been under Federation control for 4 decades. If you want to study the sphere, we can open negotiations. But the current state of war makes that a less than optimal option. Until then, I will defend the Federation's claim if I must.
We got bigger problems than your so-called who owns the land deed. So, come on.
Fighting over this sphere is not an option. It would divide our strength. Precisely what would benefit the Undine. The Voth chose to fight instead of cooperate. They were destroyed. We can choose not to be enemies. It is time we did so.
Well, Sean?
This matter is far from settled. We cannot simply put aside territorial claims because someone else wants what we have. However, I will consult with Sub-Commander Cole and Starfleet Command and discuss the situation.
And what about you? What about you, Jock?
The Romulan Republic will continue to take responsibility for areas within our jurisdiction, but I do not wish to cause a rift in what has been a successful joint action.
Neither do I.
However, I will not be put in a position where I must choose between the Federation and the Klingon Empire. We have agreements on both sides that must be honored. Sub-Commander Cole can handle the details. I am a ship captain, not an administrator.
Very well.
Cooper's departure has lifted the miasma in my mind. An affliction that I did not even realize was there. He was influencing me. He used the psychic abilities of the Undine to influence my thoughts. And the results are an effect of my failure. I should have been able to detect his influence.
But we need to look forward, don't we? So what are you going to do now?
We have fulfilled our mission to neutralize the jump capabilities of the Solanae sphere, only to open up a gateway that the Undine can now use to reach our space. They will no longer have to create rifts from fluidic space. Was this Cooper's plan all along? I suggest we return to Sub-Commander Cole. We must attempt to save the fragile peace of the Alliance.
And yes, we will.
The sphere is under Federation control.
This sphere is only accessible through an Alliance-controlled gateway.
Then perhaps it is time to end this alliance.
This is neither the time nor the place for this.
Commander Jarrah is correct. The Undine are a threat to us all. Now they have direct access to our space. I propose a summit. We must decide together what we must do to protect the Alpha Quadrant. Our disputes may need to be put aside in the face of a greater enemy. I volunteer to mediate these talks. Dr. Cooper manipulated me to achieve his goals. It is only logical that I take responsibility for what has happened here.
Very well, Vulcan. We will finish this later.
To be continued. Well, folks, that's the end of it. We just got a little detail to wrap up. And that'll be that. Loading. Loading. Okay. Ooh. For example, Cryptic, if you've noticed, a lot of these ships are acting weird in space. New Romulus. Yeah, there's one right there. Now, that one right there was acting weird. See, there it is again. White flicker. There's something wonky with it. I've seen it in DirectX 9, and I'm seeing it in DirectX 11 as well. I'm gonna try DirectX 9EX next, but if it does the same thing, then I'm really at a loss for words. I think it's probably because the driver's memory is getting full, or the engine itself is having issues. What? What's that? Okay, anyway, I did say I have one loose end to tie up. This, that, and... ooh. Yeah, I forgot. This, too. Engine, shield... I'll get the shield first. Yay! Now then. I get those, I do this, and we're good. Thanks for watching, and I hope Cryptic fixes that little graphics glitch. Goodbye.